Oh my god, how did this condo actually even fetch 10 over million? Hi, my name is Zach. I have got this project that is going to launch soon called the Bloomsbury Residences. So today we're going to do this project analysis to share with you whether is it worth buying into this project. Okay, let's jump into it. Of course, if you are familiar with the developer, you will know that they actually have got a very good track record. Okay, for Qingjian Realty, they have done projects like Foret, Le Quest, The Arden, Jadescape. Okay, if you look at surrounding Singapore, they have done like especially on the northeast, but they do have other projects in the west and other parts of Singapore as well. Why do I say northeast? Is also because they mainly do a lot of executive condo, which is a very good thing if you buy into this developer, because being an EC developer, they are reputable to give you very good layout. So later when I go through the floor plan, I realized floor plan for Bloomsbury Residences has been extremely good, okay, in terms of the layout, how they give you the sizing in terms of the bedroom and how they actually envision the customers to be staying there. So they have done projects like Altura, Tenet, Visionaire, Yin's Residence, Bellwoods, and also Bell Waters. Just want to bring to your special attention, Jadescape actually have got this very incredible resale track record. Okay, this buyer actually bought in the unit at 5.8 million back then and actually profited almost 4.4 million after selling at 10.15. Oh my god, how did this condo actually even fetch 10 over million? Okay, so to have a project, okay, and the unit sold above 10 million, usually we see it only in the core central region. So even at Jadescape, okay, this RCR project near Bishan, okay, they also transacted above 10 million. I think Singaporeans or the buyers in Singapore are generally considered extremely rich. Okay, project details and location. Right, just want to share that this place is actually at Media Circle. Right, RCR 99 years starting from May 2024, which is last year. Expected TOP, right, it is 2029. Sorry, expected vacant possession 2029. So I believe it will be earlier for the TOP. Total number of units 358. Parking lot 143, which means to say not every residents here do have a chance to get a parking lot, just in case if you were to drive. So it's like 50% thereabout. Of course, they have got EV lots as well, 4 commercial car park lot. Okay, architect is ADDP. Okay, if you look at this map itself, this is a location where everybody speculate to be the future Silicon Valley within Singapore. Okay, I would say this is considered slightly on the higher end. People there are generally more tenants than Singaporeans staying there. Okay, so of course it offers you a different kind of living experience. I believe over the weekend, especially, it will be extremely quiet compared to the working days, whereby you see more office worker going to this area. And very unique about this location is that they also have got these old colonial bungalows, okay, that is within the Westside estate. Okay, so directly in front of Bloomsbury Residences. So this is something that you get to enjoy. Why do I say that? Because there will be a little bit more greeneries over this location. Nearest MRT, I believe it will be One North MRT station, which is 1 kilometer away, and I believe developer will be providing shuttle bus for this project. Can you really walk there? I don't think so. I think you must take a bus. Okay, so for those who don't drive, okay, you either take a Grab or you take a bus to the MRT station, which is 1 kilometer away. Okay, the good thing about buying Bloomsbury Residences is that you are surrounded by all this commercial hub, okay, that comes from different industry like your commercial and lifestyle. There's a lot of talent development opportunities within this location. There's infocom, technology, science and engineering, so on and so forth, biomedical, media, emerging industry coming up within this One North, right? So this is a good thing to tell you that there's a lot of tenants out there looking to stay near their workplace, then they will be the one that will be buying from you. So I think this is more tilt towards people buying for investment. Why do I say that? Because generally I realize the behavior of Singaporeans when they buy something for own stay, they prefer somewhere whereby it is nearer to MRT station, with more amenities, a little bit of food court, coffee shop here and there. But this is a little bit more commercialized compared to other projects, okay, in the mass market estate. So which are the companies that is near Bloomsbury Residence? Okay, if you can see the logos on my screen, you have got Apple, you have got C, you have got Shell, ESPN, Grab is also there, Fujitsu, Canon, MediaCorp, a more prominent one is also there, right? A-Star is there as well. So these are the potential tenants that will be renting from you, okay? And I believe these people who works there, okay, they do have a good income to pay you a good rental yield for your investment. Okay, about future transformation, if you can see the screen here, right, we actually have got this Qingjian Media Circle, right, 325 unit, 400 square meter of commercial coming up, right? There's another plot, Parcel B, okay, also 500 units with 400 square meter of commercial. Okay, so there's a few residential coming up in this location, right? So I believe there's a slight first mover advantage when they first launched this project at Media Circle. There are other resale projects that's already launched back a few years ago. Later I'm going to share a little bit, but I also want to emphasize that Qingjian actually bought into 2 plots of land within Media Circle, which gives this developer a little bit economy of scale, right, in terms of pricing strategy and the construction. So they potentially might be able to price it more affordable, okay, for buyers to go into this project and this location. So if you look at the media, right, from Business Time and also Straits Time, there's more homes planned within Media Circle to support the housing demand. So apparently there isn't a lot of housing there, a lot of residential. It is more commercial. So every place in Singapore that Singapore government trying to develop, they're trying to instill more work, live and play environment. Okay, not only you work there, you must be able to live there and also play there. So I think Media Circle or One North, generally they are going towards this direction, and we are expecting more high-rise housing, okay, coming up within One North. Okay, these are some of the projects that's available, right? Whether is it the older resale, okay, or the fairly new TOP projects there, okay, and also some of the supply, okay, within One North. You can see you can go as old as Dover Park View, which is like 1997, which means to say it's like 30 years thereabout already, right? We got Heritage View, Rochester Residence, fairly new, One North Residence, new as well. Of course, the recent project, and some of them are still ongoing, right? Which is the One North Eden, okay, Blossom by the Park, and also the Hill at One North, which we are also selling. All in all, this slide actually shows you that there's like about 2,600 over units. Okay, so the new supply coming from Bloomsbury will add on. 2006, is it considered a lot within an enclave? I would say no. Why? Because majority, you look at Dover Park View and also Heritage View, they already made up like 1,200 units, but they are considered the older projects within this enclave. So I think they didn't like take on a lot of new tenants from there, right? Because their rental will be slightly more affordable. For those who enjoy newer projects, lesser maintenance, okay, they generally go for the newer projects that is TOP in recent years. Okay, let's zoom into the GLS land price. So if you look at Bloomsbury Residence, okay, developer Qingjian actually bought in at 1191 per square foot per plot ratio, okay, for this 358 units development, which I think it is fairly priced. But what's important is that after they bought in Bloomsbury, they actually bought in Parcel A as well, but at a lower, okay, per square foot per plot ratio, which is at 1033. So what you will potentially do is that as a developer, you actually put, okay, these two projects together is like 1191 per square foot plus 1037 together divided by 2. That's the cost price of your land. Okay, so I believe in terms of material, construction, workers, okay, there's economy of scale, okay, within Qingjian. Why? Because they're going to build like 600 over unit spread among two different projects. Okay, so the risk they can mitigate from there because you don't launch together, and there is a pricing strategy potentially from developer that in the first place they will generally try to sell as much as possible. As much as the inventory go down within this enclave, then they will price up, okay, over the years. And there's another two more reserve list GLS coming here, which is this one that I show you in orange. Okay, this one potentially will yield you another 520 units. Okay, possibly another 500 units, which is coming up, which is also closing on the 29th April 2025. So all in all, there's like 4 plots of land coming up potentially. 2 already confirmed, 1 depending on the tender, right? High chance there will be a developer who bids for it, maybe Qingjian again, right? So they actually dominate this place, which is one of the favorite strategy by any developer, is to dominate, okay, or even potentially bring in a JV to co-invest into this enclave. Okay, talking about the inspiration over Bloomsbury Residence, okay, you look at this. This is not the first time a developer wants to come out the colonial black and white houses theme, probably because of the way this kind of house is like a dream come true for anybody who potentially wants to stay in this kind of old colonial bungalow, right? And I believe last year there's also another project, okay, who does this black and white bungalow, but something they mentioned from the developer is that this is truly inspired by our very famous historical hotel called Raffles Hotel. Okay, so not only they wants to mimic after or get inspiration from the black and white bungalows, but they also get inspiration from Raffles Hotel. Okay, this is one perspective that I think quite amazing, which is the main lobby, right? The Bloomsbury lobby that you can see. Okay, they offer you high ceiling and also some sitting area. It makes me feels like going to a very high-end Bali kind of resort. Okay, the moment you walk past the reception, you will actually go into this lobby area whereby a lot of people will be waiting for their family. This is like a sitting area where you can read books, surrounded by swimming pool, sculpture, and also some function room here and there. Okay, this is another angle. So on the left hand side, you can see that's the 50 meters lap pool, right? And okay, this is how you see the 50 meters lap pool, and also looking at the facade, okay, of the lower floor. I believe there is a lot of greeneries within the development, okay, just to integrate the project to the environment as well. A lot of water feature, right? So the 50 meters lap pool, they got the bubbling water feature that I believe a lot of kids will love it. Family pool, social pool. So from this picture, you realize there's already 3 different swimming pools. Okay, so this is a perspective, I believe, from the Sky dining area, which is your Sky Terrace, right? So for the residents who buy in, if you buy in the lower floors, it's okay. You can also bring your friends, your relatives up to the Sky Terrace, that you can actually see the different view, okay, the different POV within the development. Okay, so you can see this one has got a lot of greeneries. I believe this angle is also facing, right, the black and white colonial house, right? So amazing view, can look extremely far as well. Okay, let's jump into the site plan, right? So of course, this development, they have got 2, 3, 4 bedroom. The good thing for investors out there or people who are buying for own stay is that they don't include the 1 bedroom. So I believe they want to focus more on the bigger apartments, right? So in today's market, you realize that the 1 bedroom typically don't make as much, right? So the turnover within the development is also very important. If you always see new tenants, because when you have got 1 bedroom within the development, they generally give more rental, but okay, the changing of tenant also will say that, okay, the investors out there are purely buying for investment, right? They don't have the element of own stay there, which makes the price not able to go up faster compared to a development. Okay, they are all focusing on the bigger units. Generally, the buyers here will hold on, okay, to the property until they make a significant profit before they sell. So I think this is a good thing. So you realize their layout, okay, within these 3 blocks in a very different way. So generally, the 2 bedrooms are towards block 61 and 65, which is on the bottom of the site plan, and they also have got this very good layout, okay, plan at block 63. Why do I say that? Because these are all the point blocks, okay, one block only have got 4 stacks, okay, which is very ideal, and I believe this is the low rise compared to the other block 61 and 65. And you can also see in this site plan, generally a lot of them are facing the pool view, okay, and the tennis court is slightly further away as well. And coming to the entrance, not bad. This project also have got some shops called the Bloomsbury shops, okay, at the entrance of the development. Okay, sorry, not the entrance, but on the right hand side of the development. Okay, 2 bedroom made up 53% within the development. Fair. Why do I say that? Because 2 bedroom generally for smaller family or for investors because of the affordability in terms of quantum. Then the rest of them, okay, the 3, 4 bedroom plus the penthouses made up the rest, okay, of the unit mix, which is another like 40%. And quite nicely spread out, if you ask me. I think this is a good unit mix. Okay, in terms of school, for those who have got young kids going to school, just want to share that these are some of the primary school that is near Bloomsbury Residences, Newtown, CHIJ, but I believe this is within 1 to 2 kilometers, not within 1 kilometer. Okay, and I want to emphasize that people who buy because of school, generally, okay, they will not buy into this location. In the beginning of the presentation, I shared that many of them are tenants here, right? So they are coming from the investment, making money, right? Making money, there's only 2 ways. One is capital appreciation. But I believe this project here emphasizes a lot more on the cash flow. So if you are somebody looking for cash flow, high rental yield, I think this is a project to look out for, right? Especially if you are in the profile whereby you got some cash to invest into property and you are nearing your retirement. Why? Because when we go into our retirement, cash flow is more important than capital appreciation. Okay, the stability of your tenants paying you the money is so much more important than how many more 100,000s that you can make or even millions that you can make. Okay, not that capital appreciation will not happen here, but I believe this is still towards the cash flow and rental yield segment when it comes to investment. Okay, I think this is also very important. Floor plans, like I emphasized at the beginning, okay, developer Qing Jian has always gave very good layout. Okay, so I have got no problem after seeing through all the layouts, but I just want to go slightly deeper into the different layout, what's the good and bad, so that you can do your analysis through my video. Okay, so for 2 bedroom itself, there is typically 4 different kinds, which is very typical. The highest affordability, which is the 2 bed 1 bath, which is 570 square feet. So the rest of the 3 different types are all the 2 bed 2 bath, which is 600 over square feet, right? So who will buy into this 2 bed 1 bath will be people who potentially only have got a budget of 1 bedroom, they stretch a little bit, maybe they can still buy into the 2 bed 1 bath, provided your ballot number is good, okay, for Bloomsbury Residence. Okay, so this is the 2 bed 1 bath. So you realize from the entrance when you come in on the right hand side, right? So for this kind of investment grade property, typically they give you kitchenette. They will not be able to give you like the enclosed kitchen for a 2 bedroom. So it is pretty rare in the market to find an enclosable kind of 2 bedroom, 570 square feet for this layout. So the dining area here tucked towards the kitchenette, right, to save some space. I think this is fine for tenants because generally tenants don't cook at home, right? So this is just coming back to stay, sleep, okay? Then early in the morning they go out to work. And this is the all-time favorite kind of layout, dumbbell. And this is attractive to tenants whereby they co-share with their colleagues, right? One of you can take the master, okay, whereby you have got the direct master bath attached, but the bathroom will be also shared by bedroom 2 tenant. Okay, so you got to come out of your bedroom and you walk towards the master bath. That's why you see there's actually 2 doors to this. Okay, pretty sizable. I think more importantly is that bedroom 2 you can also fit a double bed in this instance. Okay, everybody share the same view. Okay, this is a type B2, 646 square feet. Okay, come in. This is something different already because it gives you a potentially enclosable kitchen on the left hand side. Your dining now, the 4-seater, have got this allocated space on the right hand side after the entrance. Okay, so it's not like tucked towards any kitchenette like you see at the previous layout, which is I think very good. You have got a wall, probably you can put a mirror there to make the space even bigger for this L-shaped wall here. So dumbbell layout is very similar to the type 1, and the good thing is that moving forward, these 3 other layouts will all be 2 bed 2 bath, so you don't have to share the bathroom. Okay, so bathroom 2 and also the master gets to enjoy their ensuite experience, okay, within the unit. This is type B3, 678 square feet. What's the difference will be the layout, right? So just now you realize they actually put away the dining, they separate the kitchen and the dining, but this one they put back again. Okay, so L-shaped kitchen. If you want to enclose this, it is still possible. Probably your dining you will have to shift towards the wall, okay, which is slightly blocking from the entrance, but I think it's still okay. But generally, I think to leave it here or at this wall, I think it's okay. Majority of the landlord, when you buy, at least the one that I know, they won't go and do a enclosable kitchen for this. But if you really buy for your own stay long term, if you think this is visible, then sure, you can still build a wall or sliding glass door. Okay, living room, okay, pretty sizable. Okay, but what's the difference is that bedroom 2 and master is now tucked onto one side instead of a dumbbell. This one actually encourages more privacy within the family members. Okay, when you have got friends coming to visit, they stay in the living. Okay, probably people who are not so close can stay inside the room, right? So this is always an all-time favorite if you require more privacy. Okay, this is the biggest unit, which you can also see within the show flat as well, which is the 2-bed premium plus study. Right, so this is the biggest one, which is 689 square feet, dumbbell layout, bedroom 2 on the left, master on the right. Okay, come in enclosable kitchen. But what is very important here is that they actually have got this study area here, which is right at the entrance. So there's a few ways how you can look at this layout. If you are somebody who do a lot of hosting or events at home, you potentially may not want to make this into a study. You might want to have a long table here, okay, maybe a 8 to 10 seater. I think it's still possible if you integrate the dining and the study, okay, into one, right? So you get to enjoy a very sizable living and dining experience for 2-bedroom, which is very, very rare. So people who are buying for own stay, this one is favorable when your kids are still young. You have got 1 or maximum 2 kids, right? If your kids were to grow up, I think a 3-bedroom is important. So, but for investment, I suggest you don't have to buy such a big 2-bedroom for investment. A normal 2-bedroom, 2-bath will be very ideal. If price is a concern, 2-bed plus 1 bath is good enough. Okay, so don't have to buy into this 2-bed premium plus study. 3-bedroom, there's 5 types. The 3-bedroom study, then the 3-bedroom premium, and of course the biggest unit that is 109 square feet, also the show flat unit plus a flat C. Let's go through. So So this one, you come in, you got full privacy immediately. Your neighbors will not be able to see, okay, what you are doing within the living and dining area. So very importantly, they already give you this enclosable kitchen with a window, which is very, very good. Okay, layout is very good for this kitchen. So every time when you cook, you open the window. Living and dining, all the bedrooms all tucked onto one side, full privacy, very typical 3-bedroom layout. And I believe Qingjian ever built this kind of study before at other developments. They give you an extra area for study. Okay, why? Because we are looking into families here. And generally, being parents, we always want to monitor our children when they study, right? Okay, I hope you do monitor your children. Okay, this is the place that you can make sure they study hard for their PSLE, for their O-levels, right? What else do I need to emphasize? Yes, I think I saw another thing, which is the bathroom too, and also the master bath. Okay, this one gives natural lighting and also ventilation to your bathroom, which a lot of the smaller units that we don't see. Okay, bedroom 2 and bedroom 3, double bed. Okay, no problem. Master double bed as well, and also a lot of space with side table. Okay, this is type C2. Okay, let me look at this layout. Very good layout. Okay, of course, what's the difference between C1 and C2, if you remember, is that this one actually allow your neighbor to look a little bit into your living and dining, but I think that's not a concern. But for this layout itself, it comes with a household shelter, which is important. Why do I say that? If you want to buy a 3-bedroom, if you can afford, always buy with a helper's room or a household shelter. Many families in Singapore always have got a helper, right? While growing up, while the kids are still young, we always need this additional hand to help us for the daily errands, to take care of the children, so on and so forth. So, and to plus, what's the good point here is that they actually have got a WC for the helper, also a yard area, very good layout for the kitchen. Okay, bedroom 2, bedroom 3, double bed, master, a lot of space, window within both bathroom, very good layout. C2. C3, okay, this is very unique. It has been a while that I see entrance coming from the side of the development. So if you can visualize a little bit, when somebody opens door, you immediately see the dining. So this wall, maybe if I were to buy this layout, I'll put a mirror here, right, just to make the whole living and dining experience even bigger. Okay, so turn left, you have got your helper's room inside the kitchen, yard area with window, very good. Okay, study area here, okay, which is also important because I believe there will be children staying within this kind of 3-bedroom premium. Okay, bedroom size very good, ventilation within the master and bathroom too, very good layout for this. Okay, so I don't know whether you realize or not, a lot of the size are slightly smaller now. Okay, just want to emphasize, just in case some of you are not familiar with the harmonization effect. So this kind of projects, okay, that's launching from now on will be all the post-harmonization, meaning to say all the aircon ledges, they are not inclusive of the strata area that you buy into, which is a good news for buyers out there. So generally the size will be smaller. Okay, so don't worry, you don't get to pay for the aircon ledges, which is a good thing. Okay, so this is the 3-bedroom premium plus study, right? So if you come in, same thing, you face the dining, but I realized that this one has got very generous living and dining area. Okay, then of course you have got your balcony here, and I believe if you buy a bigger 3-bedroom and you will have got your helper or even your parents helping you for the daily meals, so a bigger kitchen is also important. Household shelter for the helper, bedroom 2, bedroom 3, right? Co-share this bathroom too, okay, with window, so very ideal. Study area just right outside the bedroom 2 and bedroom 3. Full privacy to the master and also the bedrooms. Okay, master bath also have got window, but what's different in this master is that you realize they actually have got a side window here. Okay, not sure if you can see, let me just draw this side window. I think to encourage more natural lighting. And if you were to open this side window and also your main window within the master and you open your door, I think there will be a lot of cross ventilation within this area and for this layout. So very good layout for this. Okay, I believe this is the biggest unit, the 3-bedroom premium plus flexi. Let's see what is the difference. Coming in, okay, oh, I think they offer you this dry kitchen, right? So there's a dry kitchen because the previous 3-bedroom layout, we don't see any dry kitchen. Okay, then of course you have got a bigger dining area space here that can potentially fit up to 6 to 8 seater, right? Slightly broader living area together with your balcony. Coming in from the entrance, turn left, you got your kitchen, bomb shelter, very good with window, very ideal. Is there a space for your helper? Yes. Okay, helpers, WC is there as well. Okay, so this is another highlight, okay, which is the flexi, right? So the question is, why do you need this flexi? So you realize they don't really have a study area here anymore. They upgraded the study to a flexi. So, you know, a lot of people now work from home, right? So they will need this area here for your Zoom meetings, for you to do your work, okay, within the flexi space. But what potentially you can do as a resident of this layout is that you can potentially remove the wall here and probably make the living experience even bigger, more spacious, right? So you tear down the wall, you include the flexi into the living space, okay? So this is only good, okay, if you have got a lot of people staying together with you, probably like 6 to 8 people, you don't need a flexi room, you need a bigger space whereby all the family members can come together. Bedroom 2, bedroom 3, double bed, bathroom with window, important, okay, master also with window, right? So very good, sizable, big wardrobe for the master, okay, for this layout. Okay, for those who are buying this 3-bedroom premium plus flexi, the other consideration is that if you can stretch a little bit, right? Maybe I will think that a 4-bedroom is even more ideal. Let's zoom into the 4-bedroom. 4-bedroom, there's 3 types, right? The 4-bedroom premium plus study, okay, and also the 4-bedroom suites plus flexi. Wow. Okay, so they don't have the just typical 4-bedroom. All the 4-bedroom here have got a study area. If not, you will have to jump into the 4-bedroom suites plus the flexi, which is extremely generous, 1,421 square feet, which is the show flat unit, whereas the smaller 4-bedroom is like 1,173, 1,206 square feet. Okay, so this is the D1 entrance. Once you come in, kitchen on the right hand side, very sizable, okay, helper's room is here, WC is here. Left hand side, all the 4-bedroom I believe comes with a dry kitchen. Okay, this is a bigger dining, right, so you can sit like 8 to 10 packs here. Living and dining, very good size, right? Bedroom 3 have got direct access to the bathroom 2 with window, very good. Study area is given. So bedroom 4 and bedroom 2, I think they position themselves right opposite one another, which is very ideal layout. Why? Because if you put all the bedrooms together, what you realize that you get to have a longer corridor. Okay, so with this kind of layout, bedroom 4 and bedroom 2 opposite right another, your corridor has been shortened, which is very ideal. And also your master bath with window, very good. Okay, master bedroom side window also inclusive, okay, to encourage natural lighting and also ventilation, very good layout. D2, okay, entrance, once you come in, okay, you cannot see the living dining immediately. If you turn right, you will be greeted by your kitchen, right? And of course this one also have got your dry kitchen, living and dining. Okay, this is the layout. You realize you get to have a longer corridor already. Why? Because the bedroom 4, 3 and 2 are all tucked onto the one side, okay, the same top of the floor plan, okay, so you get to have a longer corridor. I think this is very typical layout, nothing wrong, okay, so a little bit of space given to the corridor. Study is also here. Okay, bathroom 2, let me check. Okay, window is here, master bath window is here, very sizable. Master is huge, that you see they can even put a 1-seater sofa settee here. Wardrobe is good. big enough. Okay, let's go to the biggest 4-bedroom suites. Okay, I believe this is the only unit that comes with private lift. Right, so what is so good about private lift is that first, you are rich lah, that's why you can buy the private lift unit, right? Okay, so not only they give you one entrance coming from the common lift, okay, I think if you are residents here, you will come back home from your car park through your private lift. Okay, the only time that you walk through this door, okay, is probably when your private lift breaks down, which is pretty rare. But this is also where your delivery come, okay, or probably your helper, they will not take the private lift, they will go through the common lift lobby, okay, from this door itself. Okay, living dining, okay, very nice landscape layout, okay, so potentially you can remove the flexi to make this into bigger living experience, okay, and also the balcony, you realize if you push the sliding door towards the left or right, okay, you get to enjoy a bigger living, dining plus balcony experience, which is perfect for a 4-bedroom biggest unit within the development. Of course, we are not talking about penthouse yet. Okay, beside the dining, of course, you have got your dry kitchen, then you have got enclosable kitchen, helper's room, yard, WC given. Bedroom 2 and 3, okay, right opposite bedroom 4, so corridor space shortened, very ideal. Bathroom 2, window is there as well, okay, extremely nice master bedroom for this. I think if you can afford, I think this is the best layout for the typical unit that you should go for. Left and right, walk-in wardrobe, closet, okay, master bathroom with window. So I must say Qingjian has done an extremely good work for the layout, right? All the 2, 3 and 4 bedroom has got very good layout. In fact, today it's very difficult to buy into a wrong layout. Why? Because developers are more fearful than you as potential buyer. The moment they build a wrong layout, buyers don't buy from them, right? So there's certain developers like Qingjian especially, the emphasis, if you want to buy their project, okay, you are rest assured, okay, layout is always the best. They go back to fundamentals, they go back to listening to what the consumers want, and they give you the best layout. Okay, so I think this is a perfect layout for a 4-bedroom with private lift at 1421 square feet. Okay, I just want to quickly browse through but not go into details about penthouses, because it has been a while that developers build penthouses. Right, for the past few years, developer always built the top floor unit, but still a typical unit, maybe of a slightly higher ceiling, but not a penthouse. Okay, just want to show you there's a few different penthouse. Maybe this is also the reason why Jadescape, okay, managed to sell 10 over million, because they always want to leave some space for the penthouse. And I believe there's some buyers out there whereby they want to buy the best of the best within the development. I want to be the king of that project, so you can buy into such layouts like the penthouses. So there's only 5 different types: 4-bedroom penthouse, 5-bedroom penthouse, and they have got a 6-bedroom penthouse. Okay, so just quickly go through all these different layouts. So you can see generally they give a lot of emphasis on the living and dining experience. Everything becomes like enlarged within the penthouse. This is the penthouse 1. Then you have got the penthouse 2, like making up of like multiple smaller typical units, okay, combining into one. Wow, this is like a perfect layout, man. 1668 square feet. Left and right, you have got your bedroom, 3 bedroom on the right, 2 bedroom on the left, coming in the best landscape layout, very ideal. Right, another layout as well, okay, very similar to the penthouse 2. This is the penthouse 3, slightly bigger, 1711 square feet. Okay, this is the penthouse 4, 1916 square feet. Wow, it has been a while that developer built such a big penthouse. Okay, I believe the pricing is not out for the penthouses. Okay, it is not going to come cheap. Why? Because they have got proven track record that their penthouses sells very well, even in the resale market. So if you are somebody who wants to invest, okay, into a bigger, good project layout, okay, this is the penthouse that you can potentially go for, okay, especially if you have got big family, you got tired of staying in landed property because of the maintenance, you can stay into such a big penthouse unit. Okay, just want to show you the biggest unit of all within Bloomsbury Residences. This is the 6 bedroom plus study, 198 square meter. Oh my god. It has been a while that we see this kind of layout. 2131 square feet. Come in from the private lift. Okay, you got a lift lobby, right? Then landscape super huge, probably like 10-seater dining, big sofa settee, big balcony. You open up the whole space. You comes with a dry kitchen, big kitchen enclosed, bedroom 4, 5, and master tucked on the right hand side. Oh sorry, bedroom 6 is also here, so corridor is also shortened. Another 2 more bedrooms, right, will be tucked on the left hand side. Wow, to stay in a 6 bedroom condo, how many people within the family? 10? 12 people? Or maybe just 5-6 people, I don't know. Let me know in the comment section how many people should be staying within a 6 bedroom penthouse. Very ideal, perfect. Okay, let's zoom into pricing. Okay, just want to share a little bit about the benchmark that people have been buying into recent launches, right? Ori at Toa Payoh, highest 3,000, average 2,007. Emerald of Katong, 2,006 average. Okay, A at BT, $2,750 average. Park Town in Tampines already achieved average 2,003 Tampines. Right, Chuan Park, $2,600 per square foot, right? So I think prices has been hitting all-time high. So the question now is it still a good time to buy? So look at the price acceptance and good sales happening surrounding Bloomsbury Residence. Of course, we have got Clementi, Alta, right? Alta hit a record high of $2,800 per square foot, coming 2009, average 2005. Okay, and also Nava Grove at Pine Tree Hill, very relevant to where Bloomsbury residence is. Why do I say that? Because they both are also not very near to MRT stations. So I think in terms of MRT comparison, I think Nava Grove and also Pine Tree Hill, they are very comparable to Bloomsbury. Of course, do take note, Pine Tree Hill is a pre-harmonized project, right? So you are expecting a bigger size for that. And Nava Grove is a post-harmonized. So in terms of size, okay, you got to reduce about 5%. Okay, and you can see Nava Grove have already hit average per square foot of 2,460. Pine Tree Hill, right, you can see it's like 2,462, right? So about $2,400 per square foot. Okay, so this is within the enclave. There's this very prominent project called the One North Eden, right? So I think this is the best comparison that I want to bring to your attention, okay, for the 2, 3 and 4 bedroom, because this is the typical unit mix for Bloomsbury. So you can see 2 bedroom, there's like 7 profitable transactions done. There's 0 unprofitable, right? So all these buyers back then, when they buy into the project, they buy in at about $1,900, $2,000 per square foot, right? Then now that they are selling 2003, okay, 2004 in the resale market, and they have exited, okay, for this 2 bedroom. I think in terms of profit, I think quite healthy, 200,000 to 300,000, okay, of the profit. So that's good news for people looking into Bloomsbury. So I believe there's also a demand. Okay, 3 bedroom, okay, profit about $300 to $400. Okay, they buy in at about near to $2,000 per square foot. Okay, today they are able to sell 2,001 or average $2,200 over per square foot for the 3 bedroom. So why do we always want to bring you to the resale market? Is because if people are willing to pay this price for resale, okay, for anything that is newer, okay, upcoming launches that the developers are selling, generally buyers will pay a premium for a newer project. So this one forms a benchmark, okay, a cushion, okay, as resale property before you buy into your new launches. Okay, 4 bedroom, there's 4 profitable transactions, 0 unprofitable, and generally, of course, you realize they make more than $500,000, as much as $740,000 in terms of profit, right? So they buy at about $1,800. Now that they can sell like $2,000 to $2,300 per square foot. Okay, so of course, buy as big as you can. Everybody knows that the bigger you buy, the higher chance that you can make profit. Of course, for those who are just coming into the investing in real estate, so sometimes capital is a concern, so we always take the 1 and 2 bedrooms as a stepping stone, okay, to slowly build up towards your 3 and 4 bedroom. Okay, so rentability, I think this is always very important aspect. Why? Especially for this location in One North, okay, in Media Circle, I think you must know, right? If you buy the 2 bedroom, possibly you can rent about 5,008, you can see the one that I circle, and towards 6,000 over dollar. I think not a concern. I think people who work here generally, they are willing to pay because they generally have got a higher income as well. 3 bedroom, okay, you can see like 7 over 1,000, 8,000, but it can potentially also go as high as $10,000, okay? But maybe for 3 bedroom, you can have a ballpark figure of maybe 7,500 to 8,000 plus. Okay, 4 bedroom, typically we don't rent it out, but just in case you don't want to sell your landed immediately, you may not want to move in immediately, you just want to rent out for 2 years, okay, then you take your time to shift from your landed property to this 4 bedroom, right, with your family. Okay, this is something that you can take note also. Generally, we don't rent out the 4 bedroom, but if you were to rent out, oh, it's about 8 to 9,000 over dollars per square foot. So when you buy into the bigger unit like the 4 bedrooms or even the penthouses, typically it is not for the rental yield. It's because you have got huge amount of CPF and down payment cash, right? You buy into such unit for capital appreciation. Why? Because you are focusing more for own stay, right? So now I also have got a lot of customers who don't care about rental yield because what they want is to make money from the property investment, so they'll buy into such unit. Okay, so this is like the 8 to 9,000, very comparable to the 3 bedroom. It's just one more bedroom. Okay, I have come to the end of this project analysis. So just want to quickly summarize. I think this location, RCR, right, is a good location if you are looking for properties for investment. Okay, if you want to focus more a little bit for your cash flow, right? So you are probably in the profile whereby you are going into your retirement soon, probably in another 5 to 10 years. You just want to buy something and you focus on your retirement, having monthly rental, okay, over the years that tenant potentially will pay you very well. That is in this location called One North. So Bloomsbury Residences, in terms of own stay, I think yes, you can still stay there if you like a place whereby it is a little bit more quiet, especially on the weekends, then you can consider this project. So I hope you like my project analysis so far. Let me know how I can improve this project analysis, okay, to give you greater insights into Singapore real estate, okay, and I hope to hear from you. Let me know in the comments section. I will see you very soon for the next project analysis. See you then.